Hello, everyone. Ahmed here from Reflexity. I'm super excited to share our conversation with Mayor Olivia Chow. We explore why Toronto is special and how cities that embrace the AI shift will attract the builders, companies, and investment that define the era of cognitive abundance. Hope you enjoy.
All right, Mayor Chow, I thought it'd be a fun way to sort of kick things off. I actually have this photograph. I think it's like 15 years old. It's with two people who are very close to me, and I think one who's very close to you. And I just wanted to sort of show you this.
Oh, Jack Layton, your mom and
Yeah.
dad. Oh, that's so amazing. You know, your dad's phone has her at the face, like
Yes.
in the face, like whatever you call the face, right? And it is
Screensaver.
so sweet. I said, girlfriend, girlfriend. I'm always
No, that's
lovely
funny. That's
couple.
funny.
That's a very sweet.
Yeah,
How's
I appreciate it.
Sajid doing?
He's doing very well. He's doing very well.
Excellent.
So I wanted to ask, obviously, looking at this picture, it's very hard to not remember Jack Layton,
Right.
and the profound effect that he had on Canadians and especially young people, in something that I like to call the orange wave. So my question to you is, with Toronto having so many young people, builders, founders, people who really want to build their dreams in the city, what does your orange wave look like?
Whatever color wave is,
Yeah.
mine, I rather see it as in water. I love water. Water is whatever color it is, mostly beautiful, translucent, right? And water is also very flexible.
Yeah.
It moves. Sometimes it's very quiet. Sometimes it's powerful, right? It could be. Depends on what's the force behind it. And Toronto has the most educated workforce in the world.
Agreed.
Toronto happens to also be the most diverse city, one of the most diverse city in the world. These two combine really well together, especially with all the young people, because they're educated, they're diverse, they learn from each other. It's multicultural in a way that takes different strength in each of the culture and comes together, which is tremendously powerful. And what the role of the city of Toronto is how do we harness this energy, like water waves, is what kind of push that we could have, what kind of support we can have, so that the young people of Toronto can become a huge, huge, powerful force in this world, in this country, but also in the world. Because education, we all know, is really important.
Yeah.
We also know creativity and curiosity is very important. And supporting each other, having empathy towards each other's experience. Again, that's what we're well known for. Like Toronto, if someone stepped on my toes, I'll say, "Oh, sorry." We do, right?
Yeah.
We say thank you
Yes.
at the drop of a hat, right? Oh, thank you for being here. But by the way, thank you for interviewing me. And so how do we combine all of that, and especially our instinct to be generous, to be kind, to be caring, but also ambitious? This is one other thing about immigrant of this city. Waves of immigrants arriving. Immigrants usually leave behind whatever they have. And they're adventurous, they're ambitious, they then come to this new place, much colder than before, and they start often without much.
Yes.
And they work hard, and they're adventurous, they're ambitious. So how do you harness that kind of ambition, especially the second generation, and have it go forward in a way that is most powerful and most productive and most rewarding, that bring a lot of happiness to everyone in a way that is equal, and not leave anyone behind? That's where I'm coming from.
Yeah, no, it's really funny that you mentioned how multicultural and diverse Toronto is, because I wanted to ask you, how do you think that that diversity translates into the ideas that Torontonians have and the companies that Torontonians are building?
Which kind of hub again?
How do you think that the like, given how diverse Toronto is, how do you think that that diversity translates into the ideas that Torontonians are having and the companies that Torontonians are building? Yeah.
Well, we are on the cutting edge because we're most educated, because we're creative, because we're curious, and because we do have a lot of young people, right? So I see companies like Sanofi investing in Toronto. Well, they are in Toronto, but they are investing in young people and growing. They also Unilever, like if you have soap or anything, shaving cream, any, like your daily life, you will encounter Unilever products. Again, they invest a lot in supporting young people and hiring a lot of young people. I've been to the lab, and they're all young, and they're just dynamic and really push hard. Cohere, of course, is in Toronto. Is based in Canada, headquartered in Toronto. I think last I saw they have 700 staff, but it started small and it grew, right? So there's a lot of opportunity for small businesses to grow and to really find their platform, which is what the tech week is all about.
I love the water analogy. That represents, I feel like, your artistic background. It makes you like a creative kind of leader. So Mayor Chow, Toronto has world-class universities and undoubtedly one of the most concentrated AI talent in the world. How do we make sure that talent builds companies here?
Yeah. Well, the Vector Institute,
Yes.
we are very good at doing research. Our application rate is a bit low. So we need to think about that. And also, getting to market is really hard. It's the equity funds. Where do you find the investment? And I know that that is one piece that we need to help find investors. When we were having the tech week, there were a lot of startup and not a lot of investors. We call it angel investor, whatever investors. And having more investor and what a government can do is to provide a place where they can connect.
Yes.
Because the investor are looking for the next, something that will be successful. And then the startup are looking for investors, so it needs to be connected. I think that piece needs to be far more systematic and far more put together, which Tech Week was trying to do.
Yes,
also.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think investors and builders go hand in hand. If a founder wants to build something that makes the city's life better for Torontonians, what's one city problem you'd genuinely love a founder to take a run at?
Well, I don't even need to I can give you a concrete example. When I first came in, the people that build homes for us said, oh boy, getting an approval from the city of Toronto, it's called planning approval, Ontario Planning Amendment, or site plan approval, or building permits. Gee, it takes so long, 3.5 years, they said on average, to do all those things. It's way too long. Too many red tapes. So I thought, okay, let me find one division, because there are so many different divisions all working separately. I pull them together, have them work in one division, and it's 80% faster. And then they came up with an idea. Hey, wait a second. we could find some ways, use technology to approve this so that we deal with some of the complex things. So they came up with a system, and they are testing it right now. By mid-August, they should be able to get it out to say it should be 50% faster. They would examine your drawings, your applications, or for building permits or site plan, and then be able, rather than a lot of back and forth, they can in one shot say, okay, you have the following problems, and you need to answer these problems, and then it's immediate. It's not I submit, I get back, submit. Like it's all can be done very quickly. So that's one thing that we are doing, and I think there's 5 companies competing with each other for it. I don't know who gets what. I'm not in that detail, but solving a problem so that more homes can be built faster, more affordable, is something that we're doing already anyway.
Yeah, that's great.
Awesome. On the topic of Toronto Tech Week, it brought together, founders and builders from all over the city. It was an incredible energy and enthusiasm. I'm curious what that energy showed you about the Toronto tech scene right now.
I spoke to Satish. In fact, a few years ago, after Coalition left or about to leave, he and I had a conversation. I said, "What's next? I need things from the ground up rather than top down, and you need something that brings a lot of people together." So the Tech Week came, the idea came, and I challenged him. I said, I connected him with our economic development division. And he said, well, let me see, right? So then he started, so last year was quite successful, and this year, 600 events, 30,000 people. The energy was phenomenal. I had a thank you party upstairs in members' lounge. It was great. People are developing relationship, connecting with each other, and getting new ideas coming out, and looking for opportunities, learning more about opportunities. It was just a lot of energy. And people sort of looked at each other and said, wow, you two are, yeah, you're in it too. So I sense it's not just about competition, which is, of course you do compete, but it's also about taking the energy and lifting everybody up, which is also very important.
Excellent, incredible. I had a question about the Sidewalks to Skylines plan. In it, it proposes the Office for the Tech and Innovation sector. And I was curious, for a Toronto startup like us, what can we expect from the Otis?
Well, it's how do we support more events like the Tech Week? How do we bring, they call it angel investor, whatever you want to call it. That's not be angel. Devil. No. Investors to support startup, but also teach startup incubators that, because if you are good at doing the technology doesn't mean you know how to run a good business. So how do you become successful in your business? How do you do human resources? There's standards. How do you keep, how do you do the book? So all of those things have different skills, and how can the city support and provide those skills, provide the training, so that you'll be successful as you can be. Also, if there's any way that, so it's a platform for that, and the incubating process is also really important, because that's where a lot of creativity can happen. Meeting spaces. I was at North York Library, and a group of startup, they were learning how to start a business, and we were teaching them through library. It was free. and then they decide to stay together. And the library, this is North York Library, provided a meeting space for them. You don't have to go and rent an office because you're not at that space at that time yet. And maybe your living quarter is too small. And why not use the library? So each week they book a room at a certain time where they come together, and I met with them. It was very impressive that they were supporting each other, learning how to do startup together, and they have different business, of course. So the city can provide where there's space to learn, space to meet up, some kind of platform. We can convene people. We can, it's not a dating thing, but to connect, start up with the people you need in order to make you successful.
Yeah, Mayor Chow. So obviously this interview, it is the post-game interview. So now I want you to imagine that you're speaking
Talking
to...
about World Cup?
No.
Game, I heard the word game. I think France are playing. Soon.
Well, for the Tech Week, and I wanted to, so now imagine that you're speaking to a room of founders and builders and young people in Toronto, and you have to give a locker room speech.
Oh my God.
To,
With no preparation?
what would your speech look like?
It'd be quite short. It's just like, go for it. Be creative.
Yes.
Be bold.
Yes.
Be ambitious. Learn from failures.
Yes.
Because it's not always going to be successful. But what is it that didn't quite work, right? Just keep learning, keep trying, keep going. And I have a lot of confidence that it's going to happen and make us proud.
Wow.
Okay, is what I would say.
Yeah.
And we need you to be successful in the world stage. And we're so ready for it. And Toronto is the best place.
Absolutely.
It is the best
Absolutely.
place. Most educated, most diverse, most creative. Come on, let's do it.
All right. I think with that, we can just wrap it up. I can't thank you enough, Mayor Chow. Thank you so much for your time and for sitting down and having this conversation with us today.
Thank you. Thank you for
so
coming
much.
to visit.